What's happening, people? Liverpool Prophet back again with more videos and more Liverpool related content to talk about. Mm, 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 mm. Some interesting breaking news that broke last night. Actually, I don't know if it was last night, it might have been the night before. I mean, it might have been during the day, but it's broken. Some interesting breaking news has broken, and you know what we got to do, guys? We have got to talk about it. We've got to talk about it. It revolves around a certain striker that we have potentially shown interest in, and who now looks like he maybe is interested in Liverpool as well. Three striking targets have emerged name wise as to who we could go and get, and am I surprised at the options? Kind of and kind of not. Um, but guys, without further ado, why don't we get into the meet and greet of everything, man? So a rumor, a piece broke last night or during yesterday that apparently Alexander Isak will be open to a move away from Newcastle. Now it said in the piece that Isak has chosen that he wants to leave Newcastle for Liverpool. Now I'm not sure how genuine these rumors are. I genuinely don't know, but there are reports out there. There is a report out there that says Isak wants to leave Liverpool, and wants to leave Newcastle. Sorry. He wants to leave Newcastle. Apparently, he wants to leave Newcastle, and if he does leave Newcastle, there's only one team that are really showing interest in him at the moment, and who is that? None other than us, the mighty Reds. This has got me excited. This has got me very excited. Now, look, it might not be a true story, but look. I'm excited. I'm getting on this Isak train. I'm seriously getting on this Isak train because these rumours aren't going away. These rumours aren't dying. They're not going away. They're not just dying down. They're just there, floating around. They are there, these Isak rumours. They're still, after all these weeks, floating around in the bubble. Now, look, here's the thing that I don't understand, right? Let's say these rumours are fake, right? And Isak is very happy at Newcastle. And I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not happy at Newcastle. I'm not saying he's not at home there. But surely, if these rumours were not genuine, Isak himself would have come out to the press and said, I'm very happy at Newcastle. My future is here currently. I have no other club on my mind. He hasn't done that. Now, why hasn't he done that if he is happy at Newcastle? Interestingly, why hasn't he done it? Again, it all screams like he's waiting for a Liverpool offer. He's waiting on Liverpool because it seems to me like he's just waiting for us to put an offer in and then he can jump on ship. If it wasn't genuine, he would have come out and debunked it. Isak would have come out and debunked these transfer rumours if they were not genuine. And he hasn't done it. And I think that is a big, big, big green flag in my opinion. For us, at least. If you're a Newcastle fan, that's a big red flag. It's a big, big red flag. I think there's a genuine possibility this could happen this summer. I genuinely believe that Liverpool could break the British transfer record for the second time in one summer and go out there and get Alexander Isak from Newcastle United. I'm getting on the train. I think it could happen. Now, call me crazy. I could very well be crazy. I could very well be deluded. I know people are going to watch the video and say, oh, he's deluded, he's this, he's that. It could happen. It could very well happen in my opinion. Like I said, if the rumours weren't genuine, he would have come out and debunked them long ago as well. Long ago. And he hasn't done that. Which is making me think, maybe, just maybe, there's truth and genuinity to these links and rumours. Now, I'm excited, man. I'm very excited. Alexander Isak to Liverpool, man. Crazy work. Crazy work. I always saw this transfer wouldn't happen. And there's a possibility, of course, that it still isn't going to happen. It's very possible that Isak could turn around and say, no, he doesn't want to go, or he's happy at Newcastle. The thing is, I understand he's playing at Newcastle, and Newcastle are a very, very big club. No disrespect to them. I have a lot of time for Newcastle and their fans. They're a huge club with a lot of history and a lot of special moments. But is he going to win the Champions League with Newcastle is my question. I don't think so. I think he's playing in the Champions League, yeah. But is he going to win it with them? I don't think he is. If he wants to take that next step in his career, if he wants to win the Champions League, forget competing about in it every year. If you want to go out there, challenge and try and win it, Liverpool's the club for you, Isak. Liverpool is the club that you want to come to because track record speaks for itself. We've won the most Champions Leagues from England. We're the most successful club in the Champions League from England. So what better chance are you going to have at winning a Champions League than coming to Liverpool Football Club? Gone will be the days where you're just competing in the Champions League. You'll actually be challenging to win the trophy, to win it. So, Isak to Liverpool, could it happen? Very, very possible. Now, like I said, I touched on this earlier in the video. There's three names. There's three striker targets, that have emerged as who we're looking at. Apparently, from the looks of it, Isak is the number one target for Liverpool, which sounds insane to even say it, but Isak is our number one target. And then we have Hugo Ekitike, apparently, who is going to be the backup option. So if Isak doesn't come through, we've still got Ekitike there. And apparently, Victor Osimhen is also there as the third option. So those are the three names that I'm seeing floating around at the moment. Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, and Victor Osimhen. Those seem to be the three ones. Now, I think the club are waiting on something or some sort of indication from Isak or something, because I think that if I think we're biding our time on the Isak thing. I genuinely do feel that, and I feel like a bid could potentially be underway for that Isak move. Should the Isak thing not happen, Hugo Ekitike is there and Victor Osimhen is there now. Out of all three of those, I think those are pretty decent options. Obviously, Isak's the best one, hands down, easily. But Hugo Ekitike and Victor Osimhen, while they're not the most attractive names on paper, while they're unproven, I would take one of them if the Isak thing doesn't fall through. So I think rumours on Gyökeres, rumours on Alvarez, you can all be debunked today. It doesn't seem that Liverpool are going to be pursuing anyone else other than these potential three names that I've mentioned right now. Isak, Ekitike and Osimhen. And I want to put to the public, who do you guys want? Who do you guys want? Do you want Isak? Do you want Gyökeres? Do you want Isak? Do you want Isak? Do you want Osimhen? Or do you want Ekitike? Because I think a lot of people might not want Isak. A lot of people would maybe prefer Ekitike or maybe Osimhen even. I don't know, but I feel there's going to be different opinions on it. So let me know in the comments, who do you guys want out of those three? If those were the three that we had to pick from, who would you guys want to bring in? I wanted to, there's something I wanted to potentially propose here. Now, I think Newcastle would be crazy to accept this. They won't do it. They 100% will not. What if Liverpool decided to propose a swap deal plus Harvey Elliott to Newcastle between Darwin Nunez and Alexander Isak? Isak would come Liverpool, Darwin Nunez and Harvey Elliott would be sent over to Newcastle. That way, we aren't leaving Newcastle just out there dry, hung up to dry. They are going to be getting a striker in return for Isak. Yes, he's not as good as Isak, but I feel Darwin at a club like Newcastle, that's probably less established than we are, under Eddie Howe. I feel Darwin could really thrive at Newcastle. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's a stupid opinion, but I feel Darwin Nunez at Newcastle could potentially thrive. And you throw in Harvey Elliott there as well, who I think would do bits for Eddie Howe if he did go Newcastle. This won't happen. There's no way Newcastle are going to entertain the idea of signing Darwin Nunez. I highly doubt it. And if they did, I'd look at them and be, okay, hang on, what the hell are you guys thinking? But I feel it would be a good move. Personally. A lot of other Liverpool fans are going to look at it and think, probably not. There's no way they're going to agree to it. But they're getting a striker for a striker, and they're getting Harvey Elliott on top of that. Could they potentially be prone to accept that bid? I don't know, maybe. But I would, if I was Liverpool, obviously I'm not FSG no best, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards no best, I would entertain the idea of proposing a swap deal plus Elliott between Isak and Nunez. I'd entertain it. and see what happens from it. But whatever the club do, I trust them this summer at least. They've earned my trust, like I said. I'm going to back them all the way, but Isak could potentially be a Liverpool player. I can't believe I'm saying it, but he could potentially be joining Liverpool this summer. This striker market saga has gotten a lot interesting. So, guys, I'm going to head off. I'll be back with more Liverpool-related stuff later. Remember, like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate all the love. Liverpool Prophet. Peace out. Up the Reds. Let's go.